Welcome to a new video on my channel. It has been over 30 days since I uploaded on this channel. Since I've recorded anything for this channel, it has been a while. There is future plans for this channel. Future of this channel is bright, so I appreciate the most recent subscribers from my last video. I will be mentioning about that in the video, but I just thought I'll just start the video right here. So let's get right into the video. Welcome to all the new subscribers from my last video, which was the iPhone 17 Pro unboxing, which is doing really well. It's at 4.1k at the moment. It's most likely at 4.5k by the time this video goes up. But yeah, it's doing great. It's getting 100 views per day at the moment, which in terms of my channel that's pretty alright. So comparison is a thief of joy, and if I compare it to other unboxing videos, yes, it's not excellent. If I compare it to all my videos, it's doing quite well. So yeah, I love to see it. And also, we just hit 100 subscribers on this channel, which is just excellent. Wow. Yeah, amazing. 100 subscribers, I feel like is the hardest to get. Out of all the subscriber count, I feel like 100, you just got to get to the 100, and then hopefully you'll gradually build, and then you'll get to 1,000. I know a lot of YouTubers get to that 1,000, then boom, they get to 10,000. Boom, they're at 100,000. Like, it gets quicker, but consistency is the key with YouTube. So I could get to 10,000 subs or 100,000, then stop YouTube altogether, and it will, yeah, just get all moldy and stale, and it just won't go anywhere. So I feel like consistency is key. But yeah, so I am wearing a hat. I am not one for wearing hats. If you know, I style my hair. I don't wear hats, but I'm getting sick of styling my hair every day, and I feel like I want to start wearing a hat. And I ain't 14 anymore. I ain't gonna be like, oh my god, Raymond Atwood wore it. Oh my god, I gotta wear it. No. I saw in Raymond Atwood's videos for the past month and a half. He's been wearing a hat which is made by a company called Gorin Bros. And I've been wanting to find a good hat company, a good quality hats, good hat company, but I just wasn't really sure, and nothing appealed to me until I saw his hat, and I thought, wow, that is a cool looking hat, and I want to start wearing hats. So I went on their website and I got this Lone Wolf hat, and then got this hat cancelled with a skeleton skull. I need to get all the hairs off it, but yeah, that's what you deal with when you have cats. It's a cool looking hat, so I decided to get it. So what do you think? Do I suit hats? I really struggle with it. I really struggle, do I suit it? Because I feel like it's a different look. I'm so used to not having anything on my head that I feel like I look weird with a hat. But yeah, I feel like I just gotta get used to it. If you subscribe from my last video and you only subscribe to see future unboxing videos, trust me, there will be future unboxing videos, but it will be low amount, to be totally honest. I'm not fortunate enough to just buy a brand new MacBook that just came out, or brand new whatever, and unbox it. I'm not in that fortunate position, so unboxing videos will be quite a gap in between each other. It was a year gap between the watch and the iPhone one, so yeah. So if you only subscribe for unboxing videos, then I appreciate you subscribing. And if you only watch those unboxing videos in the future, then I really do appreciate it. But if you watch my other videos, like this video and maybe the next video I upload, I really appreciate it. I just want to let you know, anyone who has subscribed and who likes vlogs, trust me, the future of this channel will be good. I have some plans that hopefully will come together and will happen. Now, I'm gonna go America in April. That's what I'm planning on. I am planning on going to America in April and film it. There is future plans in my mind, on my notes on my phone, that I want to obviously plan. So yeah, 2026 on this channel hopefully will be full of travel videos. So yeah, so there is stuff to look forward to. So I mentioned about the 100 subscribers. The other thing, it has officially been 1 year since my open heart surgery. If you don't know, I had open heart surgery, pulmonary valve replacement, back in October the 9th, 2024. A year ago already, and wow, I feel a lot better. I can deal with certain things, like because of this job is a bit physical in ways. I've started to notice that I click quite a lot in the chest. Like I can do that and I'll click, and that's just due to the surgery. But yeah, so I still deal with certain things, but in terms of my breathing and not getting out of breath as easily, wow, there is a difference. It's great to I feel like it's one of those things where even if I would have lived another 5 years or so, if I didn't have the surgery, it's one of those things that I take it as a it's to help me extend my lifespan. You know, if they don't do anything with my heart, most likely pulmonary valve replacements, when it's in the, my pulmonary valve replacement was in the major category, was in the, you know, needs to be done. Wasn't in the emergency, but it was severe. That usually, statistically, if you leave that, it most likely wouldn't last for 5 or 10 years longer. Like, yeah, most likely I would have dealt with heart failure. So I feel blessed to be here a year later from the surgery and not have any complications. Yeah, I just feel good. I got my Apple Watch. I can track my heart rate whenever I want. So Apple Watch is great for that, and that's why I bought it. I felt slightly mandatory to get something that I can just track my heart rate at all times and I can look at it, and I thought it was a smart decision. If I just bought it just because I wanted an Apple Watch, I think it's not a smart decision. So yeah guys, so it has been a year since my surgery, and yeah, it is great. So I don't know if I'm just rambling along, my brain is everywhere today. I feel tired. Yesterday I found out about, I don't ever read articles, but this news articles that was about someone I know, and it just hit me a little bit. Not a little bit, it hit me because proper reality of it in terms of stuff. But anyway, I'm not going to talk about it. But anyway, basically, yeah, hopefully I can see that individual soon in the future. But all I'll say is you're always one decision away from a totally different life, and you could take that negatively. You know, if you, let's say you decided to rob the store, that decision made you go jail, or made you get arrested, or made you get fined for something. That decision ruined your life, or that decision has worsened your life, or you're one decision away from a totally different life, which is great. And you maybe make a decision, I just booked those flight tickets, I'm going to New York, or I'm going to America, this is going to be great. You're always one decision away from something great. So you can take that quote as you please. But yeah, so it did hit me. I spoke to my brother slightly about it, or I just sent it to him because it's just crazy. But yeah, tomorrow I got work at 5 a.m. or 5:30, so I might film a little clip then. Trust me, these videos isn't going to be like this all the time. It's just because I said to myself that all I got to do is just press that record button, and boom, I press that record button, and here we are. So yeah, it's great. It has been a while. I noticed that when I don't vlog, when I don't have a video uploaded next Sunday, or this Sunday, or Sunday after, it gives me a depressive feeling. I feel like these videos give me some sort of purpose. I don't know if that's weird or if that's normal, but I really like doing these videos, and I want to get a video up, and here we are with this video. I can't believe it has been a year since my heart surgery. It is crazy. Yeah, we'll see you tomorrow at like 5 a.m. in the morning, because I gotta go work. Anyway, yeah. It's currently 5:03 in the morning. I'm heading to work, and yeah, we'll see you later. Guys, it is the next day from the last clip that you saw at 5 a.m. in the morning when I went to work. Sometimes I have early shifts like that. Sometimes it's like 8 a.m. start. But yeah, yesterday, I don't usually work on Wednesdays, so I booked yesterday to work. That was, yeah, like 5:30 start. So, but anyway, today is Thursday. Tomorrow is Halloween, the 31st of October. So tomorrow night, I'll be seeing Ricky Gervais live. So that'll be great. I'll be going to his Mortality tour, which tomorrow is the London date, which is Over Arena. I think he'll be doing multiple Over Arena dates, I think 2 more after this one. It'll be really, really cool to see him again. I saw him in the Work in Progress tour last August. It was really cool just to see him. It'll be really, really cool to see him tomorrow. Yeah, I booked tomorrow off. Usually I have like a 5:30 start again on Fridays, but I booked that off mainly so I can go, and I'm going with my dad. Yeah, so that'll be nice to see my dad and also go to a comedy show. Yeah, it should be good. Gonna be a lot of people. I upgraded my seats, so my original seats were in the B2 section of Over Arena. If you get the map, if I put the map here, if I put the map right here, you'll see that B section is wherever, B2, and I managed to get A4, which is, if you can see in that image, A4 is right near the stage, and I got second row. So yeah, so I upgraded to tickets, which meant that I spent over £300 on these tickets. I don't know if I'll sell my B2 tickets, and I'm hoping I'll sell them today. If I don't, then yeah, I spent £300 on those. Anyway, I want to talk about my heart. Apologies for the lighting. Thank you for my last video. This video right here, the unboxing video of the iPhone 17 Pro, which I'm recording this video on for the first time. I haven't recorded much on this phone. I've took many photos of the Big Ben right here. This is a non-edited version. This is the edited version. Yeah, edited version obviously helps it, but the zoom quality, the quality of it is just insane. But yeah, so the unboxing video was over a month ago, probably about 40 days now, so go check that out after this video. But we're probably about 4.5k views now. So today the topic is about my open heart surgery. It has officially been over a year. On the 9th of October 2024, I had my pulmonary valve replacement surgery. Open heart surgery, pulmonary valve, PVR stenosis to be exact. I'm just going to talk about the actual procedure. This is all from a memory from a year ago. I got to try and remember everything that I went through, so obviously it might not be exact, and also this is my experience, not yours. So if you're watching this and you might be undergoing, you know, open heart surgery, this might give you an insight of it, but please don't take it as, oh, this is what's going to happen, because it's going to be different to everyone. But I'm just going to explain my experience. So let's begin. So on the 8th of October, I went into hospital and had to do a bunch of tests. I had to do blood tests and stuff like that, and I had to go into hospital at about 9 a.m. and I was in there, went sleep for the night, and then the next morning I had to have surgery. So let me explain for myself. On the 8th of October, as I remembered, I had to do some blood tests. They had to take a lot of blood from me, so just in case, if, you know, during the surgery I lose a lot of blood, they can match me with another blood type, so they could do a blood transfusion. Fortunately, they didn't do that for me, but that can be possible for someone else depending on how much they bleed. Basically, that is really it the day before. I didn't really have too much going on. Then the night before, I had to have a shower with some antiseptic shower gel. Had to do that, go to bed, wake up in the morning at about 6 a.m. I had to have a shower with the same shower gel, which is antiseptic, and I had to shave my chest hair, which don't have much anyway, but had to do that. Yeah, so that's really it in the morning, and then you lay in the hospital bed. Oh yeah, you got to make sure. I did. Oh no, I'm not telling you what happens. I'm telling you what happened for me. So basically, I had a shower, antiseptic shower gel, and then, you know, got ready for surgery. I had to write down everything that I have, and they put it locked away, you know, all the bags or whatever I had. After surgery, they give me everything. So that's pretty much it. So I lay down on the hospital bed, waiting for the surgeon or someone who was a part of the surgery to take me down for surgery at 8 a.m. So I got pushed down the hospital into a lift. It's something out of a movie, it feels, you know, when you're just laying there and you're just seeing the, you know, surgeons and stuff walking past, and it does feel, you know, a bit like a movie. It's a weird feeling. It's a unique feeling, actually. I think a lot of people don't experience you know, having surgeries, but I'm used to it. You know, when I was younger, I had many surgeries. Yeah, so I had the surgery. It went really well. I think it took about 6 hours for the surgery, so quite a long surgery. And yeah, fortunately everything went well. And then the recovery, the initial recovery, I am in intensive care. Fortunately, they were saying to me 3 to 4 days in intensive care. I was in there for less than 48 hours, and I was out of hospital in 5 days after my surgery. So on the 14th of October, I was out. So I went into hospital on the 8th, had surgery on the 9th, and was out on the 14th. That is rapid recovery, but it wasn't. It was rapid initial recovery, but there's so much to the recovery, and that's what I'm going to go through right now. Before I go through that, let me tell you one of the worst parts about this surgery, one of the most painful part of this surgery, and that was the drainage tubes. The drainage tubes was, no, the pain that I felt when they pulled the drainage tubes out was something I've never experienced. And I was high on morphine, as you would say. There was a button, press the button, they give you a little bit of morphine. It's controlled, so you can press it all you want, but it won't give you it. It will give you it in certain time frames, I think. So if you press it twice, it might not give you 2 doses. I think it's like 1 dose per like couple minutes or something, just due to, you know, risk of overdosing. So yeah, I was high on morphine and I still felt the pain. If you don't know what drainage tubes are, I won't show an image, but it's simply plastic tubes about that thick, right? And it's like a plastic tube and it goes all the way to your lungs and your heart, and it removes any unwanted fluids after the surgery, any unwanted fluids, it removes all that. And when they remove the tubes, they initially undo the stitching, right? So that's minor, not really that painful. But they then tell you, when they want to pull it out, they tell you, they go, okay, you're gonna have to breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. And on the 3rd breath in, you hold. So I breathed in, hold, and they pulled it. Oh my God. The pain is something else. You know, it's not like being stabbed. I've never been stabbed, but I just mean when you get stabbed, your body is in a shock and you most likely don't feel the pain instantly. But you feel the pain with this, man. They pull it out and you just feel it coming out, and it's obviously very long because it has to reach from like the bottom of your chest to, you know, your lungs. Awful. They pulled that out and they did 2 on that day. Both went well, fortunately, but it was the most painful. I can't even explain the pain. So ever since then, I feel like my pain threshold has been better. Painful. I was on morphine as well. But it was the 3rd tube a day later, let alone these drainage tubes are so painful. And they were like, you shouldn't feel that much pain. I was high on morphine and I still felt so much pain. The 3rd one was the awful one. The 3rd one suctioned on the lung. That's risky. When it suctions on the lungs, there's a chance of lung collapsing. But fortunately, it didn't collapse. There was a minor collapse. So when I did a chest x-ray after all the drainage tubes were out, they saw a slight dark tinge at the bottom of my lung, which meant it slightly collapsed. But it's nothing to be worried about, they said. And the 3rd one suctioned. So I did the breathing, held it in. He went to pull and it's the weirdest feeling. It felt like someone literally got a hoover and they put it in there and just grabbed onto my lung. Like I felt the suction. So he had to just slowly pull it out. So let alone the pain already when he pulls it out quick. He had to slowly pull it out of my chest. It was so painful. So yeah, that suctioned. Fortunately, it unsuctioned at a point. That one was one, yeah. When I think about the drainage tubes, it just, yeah, it is just awful. It cringes me so bad. And I remember torturing myself by watching someone get the drainage tubes come out, and it's like trauma or whatever. It just like comes back to you and it's like, oh God, oh, the pain, you know what I mean? But yeah, fortunately that went out and the lung didn't really collapse. You know, it had a minor thing that they said, but it was nothing. So anyway, that is the most painful part on my operation. Funny how your brain remembers the worst stuff. But anyway, I was probably talking about that a bit too long. You probably don't give about drainage tubes now. But yeah, so once they took all that out, the recovery after surgery was long. You had the initial recovery of not being able to sit up. I had to sleep sitting up slightly, and I had a bunch of medication I had to take. And then after, I think about 4 to 6 weeks after surgery, you start rehabilitation, or I started rehabilitation, which is basically just exercises, chest exercises, you know, dumbbells, and then you go up levels throughout the weeks, and then you finish at like the 12th week or something like that. I think I started in November and I think I was done in February, so it might be might be a bit more than 12 weeks, 9 weeks I think, something like that, of rehabilitation, cardio. Yeah, so it's a long recovery in terms of trying to make sure your chest is good. But I deal with clicking now, especially with this new job that I got. There's a lot of lifting that I do, which causes, when I do that, it can proper click. Hopefully that's something to be concerned about for me, but the recovery is long. I'm trying to remember everything in my head while telling you. I haven't wrote a script or, you know, wrote everything down. It took me from, you know, October till end of February, March was about the time where I was out and ready for work, and then it took so long to get a job. But yeah, it's yeah, definitely a slow recovery, but it was a very quick initial recovery. But yeah, I'm trying to remember everything about this surgery. That's really it. I mean, it's just the recovery is long. Oh yeah, before surgery you have to go dentist and make sure that everything is good in your mouth, because you're high risk, you know, if bacteria going in during the surgery, you're high risk of a certain bacterial infection that is deadly. I think I went dentist 5 times last year in a period of a month, which would haunt some people because a lot of people hate dentists. It's not nice. I had to take that tooth out, which is a big tooth. So that's basically it. Just make sure that, you know, there is nothing that could cause risk to your life for the surgery. Obviously my surgery had risks, you know, it went up 1% on the day, but it was still like 97% chance of success, because the hospital that I do at the surgery at is very experienced surgeons, and you know, it's quite a daily routine for them to do major surgeries. All I got to be thankful for is just another year. It's been a year since surgery. And it's one of those things where it adds more life to you, you know. I think if I didn't have that surgery, I probably wouldn't make it till 30, let me tell you, because the pulmonary valve leak was severe. I wasn't told it was severe until after the surgery by my cardiologist. She told me, and I'm like, wow, I didn't know it was severe. Like, I knew it was like needed to be done, but I didn't know it was like, you know, needs to be, you know, anyway. But I'm not too sure if I explained it right. It's been so long since I filmed the video. It's I got to get used to filming anyway. But yeah, I mean, that's really it, you know. It is a unique thing. I feel like a lot of people don't have their chests opened up. Yeah, the scar, by the way, starts about here. I can feel it. So scar goes from here all the way down. It goes off the screen. It literally, yeah, it's a long scar. So, yeah, it's a unique thing. A lot of people don't have it. I wish I gave them a Polaroid camera and take a photo of my heart. That would have been cool. But didn't do that. I tell you, I'm probably not allowed bacteria. But yeah, so that's really it. I mean, I'm not too sure if I explained everything. Maybe after this I'll end up being like, oh, that happened as well. I was fortunate with my initial recovery, you know, 5 days in hospital. I woke up from surgery panicking. Last year was a year of, I'm anxious, I have anxiety. So I've stopped labeling myself, and oh my God, let me tell you, stop labeling yourself. It is so beneficial for me to not go, I feel anxious or I'm anxious. Instead, I don't do that. It really, really does help, you know. So yeah, but anyway, I woke up from surgery like panicking and like, so embarrassing. But apparently that can just happen due to the, you know, your body initial panic when you wake up due to the, like, all the anesthetic and stuff. But they didn't seem too bothered by it. So yeah, but I was, or, you know, after the recovery, or yeah. I should have a day case next year, which is basically a full day of just tests. So MRI, echo, blood tests, everything happens in that day. And you know, that's when I feel blessed to have the NHS, because those tests, if I had all those tests in the day, I would imagine that would count up to at least 15-20 grand. You know, my surgery would have been 30 to 50 grand in America. I didn't pay pay a penny, but I guess you do pay national insurance. You do pay a certain thing that goes towards NHS, but still it is great, because you know, in America you go straight into debt with the surgery that I have. You know, if we were in America and we couldn't afford that surgery, I wouldn't have had that surgery, I imagine. I checked, and the lifespan for someone with the pulmonary valve leak that I had was probably 5 to 10 years. So that's why I say I probably wouldn't have got to my 30s, and now I've been told that my next pulmonary valve will probably be in 20-40 years, which is just excellent. But obviously this heart surgery that I haven't actually mentioned, that is tetralogy of Fallot, and it's made of 4 parts. I'm not going to name them, but any of those 4 could go wrong, I guess, and make me have another surgery in the meantime. But for now, it hopefully will be fine, and after the test next year I'll find out if everything is going well with my heart. So yeah, that's really it. I don't know if I explained everything with my recovery and my heart thing, but you're probably not even watching, and if you are, make sure to subscribe, give this video a like. That's the end of my, you know, talking about my heart, and let's do the rest of the video now. I haven't started editing this video yet, but it is officially the end of this video. I hope you did somewhat enjoy this video, whatever it is, and we'll see you with a new video, hopefully not in 30 days or 40 days, hopefully very, very soon. And remember, next year there will be at least one travel trip planned, and the travel trip will be full of bunch of videos, so very exciting stuff. And I hope you do enjoy the future content I do create on this channel, and we'll see you very soon with a new video. And another thanks to the people who subscribed from the last video and got me to 100 subscribers. Let's get to 1,000 next, and we'll see you in a new video, hopefully very, very soon. Peace.